Get those knees up, keep taking it over. It's child lock, mate.
Oh, mate.
Perfect for you.
Oh.
That's what happens when I bring kids along for the rides, eh? Where's my phone? Have I just jammed my fucking thing up? Don't film this because I've just fucking locked my key in the fucking car. How is that locked? You are fucking kidding me. The keys in the car. How did it lock? It's stuck in all the lobe. I can't get all the stuff out to do a field session. One. Long press and drag. It's vehicle status.
Yeah.
So I went to vehicle status, locked. Can I turn the windows off? Okay, I've got a tick. I got a tick. Close, great. Okay, looks like I've got a heap of stuff now. What do I do? Open. Digital extras have updated. Sending to vehicle. Yes. Quickly. Call Dom. Where's the fucking air? How did I get in before? Oh. Hey, sorry, have you left? Don't worry about it. Good, I've managed to fucking download the app, subscribe to some wireless connection, and now I can open the windows of the car from my phone.
I can see it.
Sweet. Can the boot open? Just check the boot. Yep. You get that one? Oh shit, I dropped it. I got it. Well, this morning at the gym, I felt my key fall out of my car. Like fall out of my pocket in the car. But it's like an electric key, so it's a sensor, and it fell out in the center of the car. So I thought, oh well, doesn't matter, be all good. But apparently my car wanted to lock itself as we parked for the field session. So it's literally just locked itself with all my gear, the 1080, everything inside there just before we started for a session. So God knows why it decided to do it, but it did, thankfully, before I had to get the missus to drive from the Northern Beaches out here to drop a spare key. But my staff are smart enough to know that apparently there's an app that can open my phone. So now I've downloaded an app, signed up to some subscription, and we can now open and close all the windows. Lock. And then the windows close. Well, I'll be damned, eh? How good. So today, after the Mercedes debacle, you can see Charlotte in the distance there putting on her best pose. We're about to jump on the turf for a speed session with Charlotte. She's one of our AFLW girls. She's final year before the draft. So it's a very busy year, very similar to Lockie Price that we spoke about in previous episodes, but it's a very busy year for her. She's going to be jumping into some draft combine testing over the coming weeks, so we'll do a little bit of practice today, but also been working a lot on her speed, trying to get her leg frequency. She's a bit of a gazelle. She's got the long limbs, so she doesn't really turn her legs over as quick as she should. So hopefully today you'll see some great progress with her starting to increase that frequency. And she's excited for it. You can see it, see? Ready. It's Tuesday at 9:50. Old mate's sinking a beer in public. How good.
He was just in surgery for like...
Is he a nurse, is he? Oh, in fairness, he's probably just done a night shift. Yeah, he's up on the man. We might go this way. I don't want to cut him off. So this we can add a bit more load, but you'll still strap into that type of thing that we've done before. We'll start with the shotgun one, and then we're going to do some full resisted ones. Because the stuff that we went through, so your view motion, obviously we need to sit down properly and go through each of it. Did you make much sense of it? Yeah? What did it tell you?
Spent too long on the ground.
Well done. So what does that mean?
And that my longest strides were at the end. Well, obviously, but like, I don't reach quick enough early enough.
You don't reach quick enough early enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that mean to you?
Like in the 20 metre, I take too long to get fast. I need
Yes,
to get
yep.
faster early.
So you need to sneak probably an extra step or two in that 20 to be able to
My
maximise
legs
the speed.
got too long.
Correct, yeah.
fast.
You started to approach that real open max velocity position, but you hadn't really achieved
Yeah,
max velocity.
yeah.
Correct. Well done. So what we want to try and do is start to really work on building the frequency, kind of what we've been doing, where we're not letting your leg sit behind you, you let it drive behind you for a bit too long. So we want this rapid pull through, but we also want that real high impact off the ground. Ready to start off? Let's go. With our switching start, very simple. Get ourselves set, switch, switch. All right, let's do it. Pop. Good. Well done. A lot of silence around as people watch. Well done. Ignore. It'd be a bit weird if they start cheering. Good. Just half a second longer at the top position. Stick it, then go. Boom. That's it. There we go. So with frequency comes the ability to try and get off a little bit quicker from the ground. So in this one, now I want you to have real pop in the air. So when we're switching, this here, make sure you can actually get some height with a bit of impact, okay? So I want you to switch, feel like you hit vertical, pop, pop, then go, okay? Be real aggressive with that vertical movement in that little double pop. Does that make sense? Now you're nailing angles, looks nice. Let's get that real finer pop off the ground. Switch, boom, 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 boom. Quick off the ground, there we go, good. See how much you're focusing on that now, good, well done. So we want to be just hard and fast into the ground and feel that little float time, okay? But I prefer what you just did then previous, much better. Good effort into the ground, held angles nicely. No. Okay, here we go. That's it. Pop, pop, quick, quick. Up, get some height on it. That's better. And walk it out, well done. A little bit more noise. Good. Well done, trample him. I swear, most of our sessions are not her doing her hair, but I've never had this. Okay. Right, yeah, let's go. Whoa, was that a little stiff leg number? What was that? What'd you do then? Little dead leg. You right? Okay, yes, and walk it out. Well done. Now, remember how we oddly gave our little dribbling a go back in the day? Our little ankle dribbling that you love the feel of. Don't stress, I'm not actually going to hit you with that yet because I think it takes a little bit more coordination than what we need. But I do want you to have a start in that cyclical movement, but we're going to do like a high dribble or just a high knee is a better way, I think. Ankle dribble, shin dribble, and then this would technically be like a knee dribble or high knee position, but just high knees, but cyclical. So I want you to feel like you're almost running on the spot. We just want to start to get this leg turnover going, okay? Yep. Start slow, and we'll go to the second cone, also known as the 20-meter line, and we'll build up. So we're this position here, so if I'm going side on, we're trying to move through this cyclical motion here. Now when you start, you can start small, but then we can start to build it up. So we're doing a lot of movement on the spot. We're pulling back for a little bit of sound, but then we'll start to build through, just to start to build that feeling of quick frequency and turnover, okay? Just start like this, and then start to feel there, yep, good. Just start to build. Let's move both arms. Yeah, good. That's it, keep it going now. A little bit faster to the next cone now. And rest. Surprisingly pretty good. Well done. Well done. The turnover was really good. There's a few things to build, but really nice and smooth. Good. Now let's start to dial it up. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, hold it. Now, we're gonna do exactly what we were just doing, but I'm gonna add a little bit of resistance, okay? Then I'm gonna say first one is speed it up, which means I want you to start leaning into it, and then I'll let you go. Does that make sense? So in this position, I'm not gonna let you go. I'm gonna get you to do it against resistance. Then when I say increase the speed or speed up, then I want you to slowly lean a little bit and do a normal movement, and then I'll let you go about 2 steps after that. Okay, in your own time, let's do it. Pull, pull, that's it. Pull back, pull back, pull back, get that sound, make some impact. Okay, start to speed it up, 2, 1. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And the heels come back. This has got a few things. I think people call it a release harness. I think some people a shotgun. I think there's another name for it as well, but ultimately gives you a resisted sprint. You can do a resisted drill, and the idea is to try and bleed that drill into then an unresisted movement. So by having a bit of resistance, they usually will be able to feel their positions a little bit more. If you want to have more of a turnover with legs, in this example, we want to improve frequency. As we start to dial into something a little bit more coordinated for speed rather than coordinated for drilling, she can turn her legs over really quickly and kind of not have to worry about moving too fast. The next one is she can feel the ground a little bit more to put some force into the ground. The idea is then you bleed that in, so we release her and hopefully she holds it. They don't always hold it, but that's why we train. Just wanted to take a quick minute to say thank you to our sponsors, Lumen. They've been absolutely amazing with the setup of this new YouTube channel, and also obviously what they do for us around the facility. We never partner with people that we don't already use and already value. So it's really important to understand that the reason that we came on with Lumen is because we want to be able to give back to everyone else and make sure that they realize really elite partners that they can also utilize, and also who we believe are the best software company in the game. Everything we do around Lumen and the implementation of their program system allows us to be better, allows it to be better for our athletes, and allows our coaches to work smarter. So if you haven't already jumped on Lumen, make sure you check them out. They're a fantastic product, both from an AMS dashboard system, but also just your standalone strength programming. So check them out, give them a go. They're a fantastic company and we've been love working with them. If you jump into the description below, there are links there, so feel free to give it a click. Remember, we haven't done a drill into the bleed yet. So I just...
When you say go, am
Yep.
I still running in this? Or am I actually running like running?
You're running like running, but we want to make sure that knee is still the focus of coming up and pulling back.
Because when you said speed up, I leant forward and
Yes.
then my legs automatically went backwards.
And that's exactly what we want to try and resist. We want to try and speed up, or at least change that angle by getting the leg in front to slam down. Remember that sort of hammer and nail, rather than leave it behind. Does that make sense?
Right.
So
And then
the impact comes from contact, not from pushing for longer.
Right. And when you say go, am I running like new running?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's just a question.
You're right, it is just a question.
Thank you.
It's a great question, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice cyclical drilling, here we go. Boom, 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 make some noise. Make some noise. Hard and quick off the ground, good. Okay, start to speed up now. 2, 1. Go, hold it. Knees up, knees up, knees up, knees up, knees. The beautiful thing about speed stuff is you don't need high reps. But we will start to annihilate you a little bit on the 1080s. Okay, we're gonna go one more. And then I want you to start forgetting about thinking everything we've gone through, and now just see what sort of bleeds into it naturally. Good, that's it, keep that sound. Okay, let's start to speed up now. 2, 1, go, 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 go. Get those knees up, keep taking it over. And ease off. Fucking hate sunscreen on field. The old fucking teary eyes. It's just so proud to see it run. 1080 is a resisted and assisted running machine. So the idea behind it uses this tether, very similar to GymAware unit that we've previously visited in the gym. It is effectively like a linear transducer that measures the change in speed, distance and velocity of the cord itself, and gives us some really good feedback. So it is very good obviously from a measurement tool, but the biggest kicker is it as a training tool. So to be able to assist and resist, and what I mean by that is when Charlotte runs, it'll have a resisted component when she runs. It also measures her times, power output, wattage output, step frequency. But the beautiful thing is if we want to do decel work, it'll actually pull her back in as well. So she has to slow down against it. And then it has the change of direction option, which allows us to be far more dynamic in moving around, it adding and taking away resistance accordingly to make sure we kind of overload the right positions. So good piece of equipment. So I want you to get as normal as you would, that 2-point start. When you're feeling good, take off. And I want you to aim and get used to going through. In fact, I'm going to put a cone there. Correct. And try to think less about accelerate. Just think about this is far more rapid. 20 metre is acceleration. So when we run a 20 metre sprint, if you try to accelerate the entire 20 metres, you're going to miss out on some valuable turnover at max velocity. You won't reach max velocity, but we get that position. So effectively, if this was 100 metres versus 20 metres, we kind of just shrink everything down. Now,
I know what you mean now.
Yeah. So there is an acceleration component, but you will get tall. You need to get to a position to be able to finish off at 20 with a decent time. Does that make sense? Because you don't have the luxury of a long accel.
Okay.
But you would probably naturally accel a little bit less, but for the purpose of the drill, if we can extend it a little bit, I think it's going to be easier for you to get that feel. Set it. Through to the white, you muppet. To the white cone. You put the handbrake on before the yellow. So lower instantaneous. Yep, but significantly faster 20 metre time. Yep. She's actually a really good kick, would you believe it or not? She won't say it because her head's not that big, but she's a very good kick. She's the first of the new generation that can actually kick, run, they're athletic. Well, I might have people come after me for this, but a majority of current female sports are at a level where athleticism is the dominant thing. So if you're athletic, you will get a start, which is why a lot of females can cross codes. But the new generation coming through that has actually kicked a football from like 1 has now that, yeah, 0 off, but you know what I mean. Younger generation come through, now skill starts to dominate. Like in the male capacity, you can be athletic and it helps, but ultimately if you don't have the skill, you're just never gonna make it. Whereas the female codes have evolved so much now that the generations coming through, it's now no longer enough to just be athletic. You've got to be very skillful. Is that right to say? Thank you. That's 2 things. Is it that snaps for me, or is it baby violins? Yeah, snaps for me, thank you. Snaps for the camera. Yeah, like they're ready? No, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Inside mid. Okay. Bicep curls, here we come, baby. Jeez.
No, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Excuse me, it's like a bullet goes through a brick wall.
She's not inside midfielder yet, that's for sure.
My dad told me that since I was little.
What?
Because I was always so fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Still am. He goes, no, the bullet always goes through the brick wall.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll tell you, I actually hate analogies.
Please don't ruin my analogy.
I like analogies, but also hate them because they align something that's completely opposite of what you're trying to compare to, just to make it feel good.
Not at all. It's all mental. I'm sure you
No,
know.
there's a lot to that. I agree.
Brick.
Brick by brick, baby. But if you're quick, you can dissipate the sheer physics of someone that's 90 kilos hitting you versus 60s.
Yeah, but if I'm faster than the 90 person killer can just never hit me.
Was that kind of what I just said?
No,
I feel like that.
I haven't had breakfast yet.
Okay, I just used the word dissipate. This is fair. You're not. Yeah, she's a young. Dissipate doesn't exist in the vocab. Let's line up now. We should see fucking PB now after that rest period. It's the only way you get team sport athletes to rest. You trick them into vocab discussions.
Sorry, that threw me off.
Yeah, the toddler shooting a 3-pointer. Yeah. I think the yawn slowed you down. Back to 4.
Slow down.
Yep, slowed down.
Like I felt faster though.
Detach for a bit, have a rest, and then we're going to add a little bit of resistance and give you some resistance running. Go to 10. Go to 10. She's a bit tired. Walk back. But this is where, which is kind of opposite to what some people do. Now that you are tired, for us to get quick contacts, high frequency is going to be very hard. So we actually, because you're tired, we can probably squeeze a bit of more max forcey / strength out of you rather than quick turnover, high neurological demand. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So you're going to be tired, but at least you can start to feel the sensation of pushing the ground with a bit of resistance. Doesn't mean we can do a heap of it, but there's no point now doing like high speed, trying to open you up while you're tired. Yep. We can do a little bit of the grindy stuff, okay? Right here, so nothing changes, except potentially let's just start slow. Yep, because you've got some resistance. Just start almost like walk into it to get your movement. I don't need you jolting straight away, and then we can build that start a little bit. Good, well done. Okay, walk it back. I'm going to say it simply, try and get an extra step in. So let's try and turn that over a little bit more, okay? Yeah. So we've got our rapid knee drive and boom, push back. So we want to try and get a little bit more of that strike coming under to almost behind you rather than reaching in front. Good, yeah, well done. I like that, that's good.
That was a bit more on the spot.
Repeat one more of them. One more of them, that's good. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, hold it, hold it, hold it. Well done. Good work. You can unclip from the back and just let it go now if you want. So now we just do more the ticker box practicing. She's a bit fatigued, so I don't need to do too much, but at the end of the day, she's going to be tested under AFL Combine tests, one of them being an agility test, which if you had to rank the dumbest test on the planet, it'd have to be the AFL agility. But alas, she'll be tested on it. So we're going to set it up and just run through a little bit of the methodology around trying to execute it as best as you can, because there is a good way to do it and there's a bad way to do it. So quick steps in, but
5 steps out. Wait, I've forgotten.
Our dominant step out, because we want to make sure that we're not just running around. We lead in with quick feet to then have that projection step. So we want to create distance to be able to have that projection step. Just 50%, just build in. So this is our big one, we get around, and now we go copy paste on each one. Boom, boom, bang, boom, boom, bang. That's it. Lovely.
Oh, and we have to go, we want to overshoot the cone.
Correct. Because if we're coming down here, as I approach here, if I try and quick feet around, I'm losing momentum, but I'm also killing my projection step. Correct, so you're better to sacrifice a little bit of an overshoot to be able to plant hard and actually project, not jump like I just did then. That was a poor demonstration, but you get the picture. Good, boom. Make some sound on it, yes, good. Well done. Plant, 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 yes. Good. Yeah, don't you have grip socks on?
No.
Get number one. You've got to get grip socks, especially for this.
But how can you wear grip socks if you just wear the socks at the pub?
It's all secret. Grip socks on, cut the bottom of the club sock off, and it just sits down there. That's all the pros do it. You watch now. You're not gonna notice it. All the pro socks are all snipped.
Oh, so I just be wearing those then?
Okay, turn around. Here we go. Plant and drive. Plant, 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 plant. There we go, better. Have a bit more of a breathe if you want to drink, so we may do 2 more, sort of max efforts. You've just got to get in the rhythm. Once you nail the sort of 220, this sucker here is just left, right, copy, paste, copy, paste. Just get that rhythm. Here, the quick feet in, explosive projection out. Quick feed in, explosive projection out. Get through, good. Right,
My toe is like
done.
going as I go.
Going as in like dislocating as you go. Oh, you definitely need grip socks then. Well done. Oh, it's a hot day. You're tired. That's good. Good ticker box on that one. Well done. Now, next few days, what does it look like? Can you get a rest at some more? So kind of reset.
This afternoon.
Yep. So a good session on field. Obviously, I think I've mentioned it before, but when working with youth athletes or athletes that are just going to that next level, and for Charlotte, next year's hopefully her first year in the AFLW, but this is her draft year. She's balancing a lot of training load, different requirements from different academies, teams, and some days they're just fatigued and tired. Today was one of those days. She's had a big few weeks getting back into it. I think the most important thing as a coach is just to know when to pull it, when to try and change the session. I always like to have a plan for a session, but rarely do I stick to it. So being able to just pull back, stay away from probably really approaching that max velocity. We gave an attempt, we didn't have it there. You might have seen I pulled back, we started to add a little bit of loaded stuff just to finish it off. We can squeeze a little bit of that more loaded work out where we don't need to maximize the velocity. We're actually focusing on more just that force application and the feeling of it. But that's it, there's not a lot more you can get. So you do the best you can with each session, but I think the best coaches are the ones that can actually modify based on the week, not just stick to the plan and just hammer away and ultimately get nothing out of it. So anyway, another session in the bag. We'll see how she goes next week. We'll hopefully tinker with her training load over the next 7 days, freshen her up. But either way, that's us done for the session today, guys. Catch you soon.